Welcome back to the show, everybody. The King of Fighters 97 Global Match. Well, you need to play a King of Fighters game online. Might as well be King of Fighters 97. Before I hit record on this and got back to the show, I had to think about it for a second. Like, why the King of Fighters 97? But then I remember this game gets a lot of play in China. So, you got to get that international flavor. No, this isn't a port of the King of Fighters 2000. No, it's not a port of the King of Fighters 11. Things I would want. Hell, this isn't Regulation A. But you get what you get. It's just going to be the King of Fighters 97 with the characters unlocked or whatever. Or given what the last Blade port was, they'll probably tell you how to unlock the characters instead of unlocking them for you, or find some way. I don't know. I'm like, when I sit up here and I think about like Code Mystics and ports and things of that nature, is that I'm not 101% down with the way G.O.D was. I still think the 360 version is better. But that's because that's a port of the PS2 version, which was the standing best version of G.O.D for a very, very, very long time, because it was a port versus what I think G.O.D on PS4 and whatever other systems out, because it was on PS4 and Vita, right? Those are just emulation jobs. So I don't know. I'm like, it got weird when like unlimited match and ultimate match and unlimited match came to Steam, because unlimited match, they took out the Neo Geo ports, but it's still in there if you know how to hack it, and the King of Fighters 98 is what it was. So there's also that. I wonder why either one of those games aren't on PS4, because I would play. I'm like, because when I think about it, because see, now you got my head working before we watch this 20-second trailer, is remember, the last version that you as a human being can legally play in your home of the King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match is a version that, from my math, is like 3 or 4 revisions removed from the last version that China got in an arcade cabinet. So it would be nice to play that super duper rebalanced version of the game. And I know 98 has some issues too. They got a Chinese version out there too that has a whole bunch of revisions that does stuff to Iori and crowds of things that you want to happen. So they should release those and just get those updated versions, because I think the Steam versions, or I think a revision or two behind what China currently has right now in an arcade cabinet. So it'll be interesting to get those out there. Like Last Blade 2, you know what I'm saying, the port was really cool. Samurai Showdown is on sale this week for $8.50. I think it's what, $8 for $9, because I was $8.50. It was on sale a couple of weeks ago for $7.50 and I forgot to buy it. So I might buy it for $9. I'm not 101% sure that's what I'm going to do. But I haven't heard anything positive or negative about that actual port in question. So I don't know. I'm like, is Samurai Showdown 5 special? Or Samurai Showdown 0 special? However it is you get down. Because you have to simply specify. Like, has anybody out there in TV land played the Xbox port of Samurai Showdown 5? That is a wonderful thing. And if you can't get it on the Xbox, that version of the port, including all the Nambla jokes that were made, are part of the a part of the Samurai Showdown collection on the Wii and PS2. Don't play it on the PS2. Like, the Wii gets a little weird, and I kind of disagree with when you have press start. They got the button there, and those emulations weren't quite as good or at all good in any way. But if you want to play Samurai Showdown, you can. And then it's still weird to this day that they split Samurai Showdown 6 from 1 through 5 and then put that up on PS2 for you to play. So it's kind of like, whatever. It's like, you sit up here and you really think about it. Like, if y'all could do that, why do we have the US version of the King of Fighters 2000 as a PS4 classic when no one wants that version, when there are no boobs, there is no Desert Eagle, there is no blood? Why would anyone want that? No one does. But then I turn around and I hug my PAL copy of the King of Fighters 2000 and 2001. Hug it with all of my heart without cracking it, because, you know, it's kind of expensive to replace that on eBay. Just saying. Just legitimately saying that that's a thing that you could do, right? So, given all of that information that we have about ports and things you can play, you should also buy the ADK Soul Collection on PS2 when you get the opportunity. How about I've done all this talking, we activate trailer.exe. So we see whatever this is in 20 seconds if they actually can show a thing about what it's actually going to be other than being a port that lets you play the King of Fighters 97 online, which you could probably do right now with a ROM and an emulator. So let us do the thing. Trailer.exe activate. Doo, doo. 40th anniversary. SNK. That's all it was and is. I'm thinking it was actually, but it was a 20-second trailer. So I wasn't knowing what it was I was actually expecting from that. It's the King of Fighters 97 online. So you do what it is you can with the information that you were given, I guess. So is we supposed to get it sometime this spring, it said, because I was not paying attention. Spring 2018. So I say by the end of March, maybe we'll have it. So you'll be playing the King of Fighters 97 soon. You know what I'm saying? Well, this has been one hell of an interesting newscast. We talked about that boy, Young Oswald. We sat up here, had some time with SNK Heroin's Tag Team Frenzy. And now we have the King of Fighters 97 as a port on your PS4 and maybe Vita and Steam. So, you know, so you can play that if you want. Let's see. Was there anything else that I'm forgetting before we shut down the news studio for today? Let's see. I'm trying to think. Like, I thought I had something I wanted to say, but I think I've said mostly what it is that I need to say. Oh, I remember. Why can't I play Neo Wave on PS4? Like, they have that as a PS2 classic in Japan. On you could play the PS2 on PS3, but they don't have it, you know, on PS4. And also, where's Dynamite Decker? Like, I would love to play that. Give me an excuse to play Dynamite Decker to give me some trophies in Dynamite Decker, dog. Yes. Do that, please. Look. You're the one and the only Triple the G.O.D. I'd like to thank you guys for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On as usual. Shout out to everybody who deserved to be shouted out because you probably made it to the end of this video. So shout out to you, whoever it is you are, whether it is, you know, you do your thing or you do your thing or you do your thing. Thank you. Thank Y-O-U. And then you look in the mirror and you thank yourself because you are amazing. You are an amazing person. If no one else has told you today, you are an amazing person. The one and only telling you, you look in the mirror. The one and only told me I'm amazing, so I know I'm amazing. I'm a great person. You take that with you, hold that real close with you all day. I'm going to turn this into a video one more time. Thank you guys for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. I'd like to thank Oswald. I'd like to thank the lady of SNK Heroin's Tag Team Frenzy and the King of Fighters 97 for giving me something to talk about this morning. Go enjoy your day. The one and only Triple the G.O.D. One more time. I'd like to thank all of you for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. And with that being said, I'll holler at you guys next time, man. Peace out.